right to the air as Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. That's caught by Kelly. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Willis looking to throw on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The two teams barely off the buses. They've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? Kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Titans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 27, Jackson. That is caught. It's Williams. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Williams His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yep.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First down, here's Mitchell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he has the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he's putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays.
And he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes. Stack
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. You got to make sure you hit it just right.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Yards on the return that time. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Complete to Kellett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ready, break. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he stopped immediately there. The Titans at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And let's remember the last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this is not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd down, it's Willis. Throw left side, complete. That's Kelly. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That 3rd down conversion, good for 23. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Johnson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. A nightmare of the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards to pick up there. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. And he caught it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A 1st down carry for Henry. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Now Willis on 3rd down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo from 4 yards out. And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half. Johnson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll try and run the option. 20, 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Jackson. And this one too low.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This a 27-yard attempt here. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there, and now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Willis. Complete. It's Henry. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Open man, this is Lewis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Last play of the half, Willis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 22.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Johnson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long.
And my goodness, another interception. picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They go play action with Willis. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
1st and 10, it's Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Willis. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So 2 sacks for the rookie. Definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, yep.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are an extra point away from going up by 30. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the 1st half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Jackson to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Willis. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And this will be taken at the 13. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Back now in Nashville. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 18. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This time Jackson will throw it. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. On second down, here's Mitchell. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. Fourth down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And now here's another interception. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
77 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Again, it's Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
The Titans on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Willis looking to throw it. Flush to his right. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Off the option, here's Henry. Shoves him aside. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they will take a knee here. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. This is taken at the 18. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. This game, it was well.